There's a cake coming. You don't need no icing to sit and enjoy. Baby, this the only cake I know, baby, that you can eat without icing. That cake lady, D. Morris, baby, in the building tonight is going to teach you how to keep your ovens hot and your bank accounts hotter by making your business an official cake business. And what's the difference? Everybody got a neighborhood cake lady that they go to get their birthday cakes and their wedding cakes and their anniversary cakes. But hopefully D. Morris is going to tell you tonight, y'all see this theme? Y'all see this theme running tonight about how you can make money doing anything. I remember being at an event in Austin, and the woman talked about how she needed her rent paid, and her rent was $700. She said she laid down on the couch and she said she had a dream that her grandmother came to her. And her grandmother said, remember, baby, when me and you used to make tea cakes together when you was little? And she said she woke up, she said she had $20. And she went to the store and she bought her ingredients for her tea cakes and went on the corner in Austin and sold tea cakes all that day and the next day and made the money to pay her rent. Y'all need to stop saying what you don't have. We grew up cooking, we grew up cleaning, we grew up keeping babies. 3 things people are always gonna need. They always gonna need somebody to watch them rats. No offense, that's what I call mine. So if mine's is rats, yours is rats too. They're gonna always need somebody to cook for them because people love to eat and hate to cook. And they're gonna always need somebody to clean up for them. So if you can do any of them 3 things and you're not too proud, you'll always have access to what you want. And as somebody who literally put my kids through private school, baking cakes and brownies, I can tell you that I never thought about it being a legitimate business that would free me from my job. So welcome D. Morris to the stage. Make sure she's got host controls so she can do what she needs to do. But again, it's just a lesson that everybody has something. Oh, sorry, D. Morris. Sorry. don't shake your head at me. It's getting later tonight. And y'all know how I operate the later it gets.
I'm back.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, moderators, y'all can turn y'all's cameras off.
Don't forget record. All right. Good evening, everybody. My name is Dee Morris, and I am a cake lady in this group of dynamic business women. I hope everybody can hear me, but I'm here tonight to talk to you about baking to the bank and how you can earn money baking from home. So here's just a little bit about my business, the One by D, and just a little insight about being able to earn money and bake from home. My name is Dee Morris, owner of the One by D, a luxury and specialty cake business. The One by D is the luxury wedding cake division of Dee's Delightful Desserts, LLC, which originated in 2004 when I created a list of cakes and desserts that I love to make. I started Dee's Delightful Desserts when I just wanted to generate an extra $300 in my household. I loved baking and was already baking for every event I attended, so I decided to sell my cakes. We provide wedding cakes, milestone birthday cakes, cookies, pies, dessert cakes, and holiday baking. We are also developing classes for other home bakers who wish to get their business off the ground. Our dessert business has that personal touch. Everything is created by me. I take each and every order very personally. I know our customers and we know what they like. We add layers of flavor to the baked goods so that our customers know my cakes and desserts just by the taste and even the smell. Call us today, 501-952-2474, or visit our website. My name is Dee Morris, owner. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that little video. It just kind of takes you back to the idea that when my idea sparked to even start a business. A little about me is I've been baking since the age of 4. Like Coach said, we've always done something that, like maybe baked with a grandmother or baked with a family member. My business started, well, didn't start business, but my idea for baking started when I was 4 years old, and I baked a cake with my great aunt. So, been in business since 2004, specializing in wedding cakes and holiday baking, special occasion cakes. So, that's just a little bit about me. Been in business for several years, many, many years. So I'm here tonight to talk to other people who love to bake, could possibly make money. Baking is something that you do anyway. I'm talking to a few different categories of bakers. The underpaid baker. Do you know how to bake? You're just not sure how to make money doing it. You're taking cakes to work, you're taking cakes to church, you just bring the desserts to every event. But it costs money to make those desserts. So you want to make money, you're just not sure how to do it. You feel stuck building the same type of clientele. Maybe you're stuck doing children's cakes. Maybe you're the pound cake lady. Maybe you're just stuck in some realm of baking that you're not completely satisfied with, or you just want to take it to another level. Are you failing to charge enough for your baked goods or giving them away for free? So that happened to me. Definitely did that for a long time. Do you lack the help and automation that you need to build your business? You can reach me by going to bit.ly bake to bank, bake number 2, BANK, and learn more about earning money from your baking. So maybe you're the hobby baker. You like to bring baked goods to the potlucks at work. You're baking for the family gatherings. You're baking for the church functions. You just bake for fun. You bake and you bake and you bake and you bake. And then when it's time for people to pay for a cake, they go to the grocery store. And they leave you looking like Cat Williams here. Or maybe you just need more. That was me. I was newly married when I started actually thinking about my baking as a business. Until then, I was just taking cakes everywhere I went. Everybody expected me to bring the free cake to the event, but I needed more. I wanted more money in my own pocket. I wanted a few extra $100 in the household, like the video said. And I knew I had something that I could do. I was baking anyway, so I just sat down and made a price list and decided I could get paid doing something that I love to do. So what if you just need more? You get paid, but you still can't cover every bill. You paid all the bills, that's great, but now you want something, but you can't go get that. So you have to wait another 2 weeks to even think about going to get something that you want. It's not okay just to cover the bills and still be broke after that. So maybe you want to save up for something special. It's a special purse you want. You don't want to have to take it out of household money, purse, shoes, clothes, hair, whatever it is that you're into, something special that you want, but you just need that extra money to get it. Or maybe you're just a creative person. Some people are organizers in their home, decorators. Some people are personal shoppers. It's different things that people are interested in. But I'm talking to you if you bake and you're in the house baking things anyway. So you just want to be creative. Baking and making money baking is a way to let out your creativity. And maybe you're someone who's tired of depending on a spouse to make your ends meet. Some people are at home, maybe due to loss of a job, or you're there, you've chosen to be the one to stay home and raise the children. So you don't want to have to ask a spouse for money every time that you need something. So I'm going to be the one to show you how to bake your way to the bank, earn your own money. So you are not alone. Believe me, you're not alone if any of these situations apply to you. Several of those applied to me when I began baking for business. When I decided to sell my baked goods, I was not an experienced cake decorator. I was afraid of the whole idea of putting my name out there. Like, am I good enough to do this? Am I good enough to try to sell my items to anybody? But I started very small and built my way up over the years. At that time, when I started, there were no cottage food laws in my state. It wasn't really permitted to bake from home and sell goods, but I just wanted to make some extra money. So I was selling to friends and family and whoever wanted a home baked cake. But now there are cottage food laws in at least 49 states in America. So wherever you live, it's very likely that you are permitted to bake from home, and there are laws that protect you in that. And you just need to read up on the cottage food laws and get to know that process. And that's something else that I can help you with. Like I said, I baked for Sunday dinners, I baked for potlucks. You're probably doing the same thing too. Um, it seemed like I was all alone in the baking world back then. So, one thing that I can offer you is a community of other bakers. I've met tons of bakers on Facebook, on Clubhouse. I've met a whole lot of bakers. So, there would be a community of bakers that you can connect with, learn lots of new information, get lots of insight on being a home baker, and just take your baking in whatever direction you want to take it to build up some money. So let me show you how to make your baking a business and add you to a community that you can feel a part of. Because it was real lonely back in the day. Didn't really have anybody to talk to, nobody to ask questions. The other people in town that baked were older women, older than me, didn't seem very willing to give out a lot of information. And I was more scared to even ask, more scared to even announce myself as a baker. So that may apply to you too, but we can get over that fear. So here's a little quiz. Let me try to move this box out of my way, y'all. This may define some things about your business. So quiz your baking business. Some things about your baking schedule. Is it consistent or inconsistent? Are you kind of all over the place with your baking schedule? Do you have set working hours? Or do you just answer cake requests at any given time? All those things can be considered when you get ready to start your baking business. All right. Do you have all the necessary tools to operate your business? I used to get that Michael's coupon and that Hobby Lobby coupon on Sundays, and I would just run in the stores. I'd have 2 or 3 coupons and a couple of people with me. And I would run in the stores and just buy all kinds of stuff. A lot of that stuff I still have today in closets, in drawers, or I've thrown it away because it never served me. So do you have what's necessary, the tools that are necessary to operate your business? Can you say that you're someone who invests money in your business, or you still need a lot of items but can't afford those items? Is your baking business dependent on other businesses. Like you just don't have the things you need. Those are all things to consider, all things that I can help you with, help you build lists of items that you really use and what you don't really need, and how to operate your business with the necessary tools. And what's your attitude towards pricing? Now, this is a struggle. It's a struggle that can go on for quite some time if you don't get a handle on it. And it took me years, and I'm still working on some areas where I can spruce up my pricing. But I can help you with that. How do you describe your pricing, your attitude toward pricing? Do you try to price items based on what you think other people can pay? That's really not the way to do it, but that's something that can be worked through. Do you price your items based on what other bakers charge? I'm in a ton of cake groups. I see the questions every day. They post a picture of a cake and ask 100,000 women in America, what would you charge for this cake? We don't know where this person lives. We don't know what they spent on ingredients. We don't know their skill level. I mean, we see the cake, but we can't verify if they really baked it or not, or decorated it. And they just blanketly ask, what would y'all charge for this? Well, a lot more goes into it than what other people would charge. And sometimes people will say, I charge $50 for this cake. Somebody else comes along and says, oh no, that's stupid. You should have charged $250. So there you go. A whole range of answers from different bakers all over the place. Or do you price your items to make a profit? Do you really know how to price your items to make a profit? These are things we have to think about. So I've been at this for a long time. So I want to help you out. And you can reach out to me at bit.ly, bake, B-A-K-E, the number 2, bank, B-A-N-K. And just get on there and we can get on a call and discuss your business. More about how do you promote your business online? Do you rarely tell anybody about your business, your baking skills? Maybe it's not a business yet, but do you rarely tell anybody about your skills? You don't really want them to know? Are you scared somebody's going to ask you to bake them a cake or a certain type of cake? Is it that you don't want to post or say too much about your business? You just kind of want to keep it amongst a small group of people that know what you do? Or are you always letting people know about your baking business? These are questions you have to think about when you want to make extra money. So let's get on a call and talk about it. Now, I can teach you how to keep your oven hot, and your bank account warm. So you can bake your way to more profits and bake your way to the bank. Contact me, sign up for a call at bit.ly/bake2bank, B-A-K-E, the number 2, B-A-N-K. And thank you for sitting with me and listening to me tonight.
Great job, D. Morris. One of the things, guys, I hope that you saw tonight is no matter what you do, you have to be willing to share with the world what you do. And it's the one thing I fight with my mentees about the most is getting out there and actually talking about and teaching what they do. But that is truly where the money is. You know, intellectual property is a multi-billion-dollar a year industry. And I tell everybody that I meet that there is a process for you packaging what you know, what you've done, what you've been through, and offering it to the world. And if you miss out on that opportunity, that's where you're going to find the gaps. That's where you're going to find the gaps in your money. That's where you're going to find the gaps in your finances, in your happiness. That's where you're going to find the gaps in your freedom. in your generational wealth. You know, when I met Dee Morris ages ago, I don't know if Dee ever even realized she could make that much money baking cakes. But she believed in herself and she kept going. And now it's time for her to transition into real freedom as she teaches other women how to do the same. And just like everything else, I remember doing a one-on-one with Dee one time, and I went and looked up the most expensive cake. You remember that, Dee? That had ever been sold. And it was like this $100,000 wedding cake. Now,
Mhm.
it ain't no way you can tell me that flour, butter, and sugar is worth $100,000, but it don't matter. Somebody paid for that cake. And that's what you got to realize is that nobody but nobody can put a price on your skills and gifts and talents but you. God gave you something that somebody else in the world needs. So if you're that baker out there right now, and that's another thing with women, I tell you guys all the time that if I could put a price tag on your comings and goings and doings, you'll be millionaires within 3 to 5 years.
Mhm.
You're always coming, you're always going, you're always doing, you're always trying to help somebody else out. What Dee said, she would show up with cakes. It got to the point they just expected she was gonna bring a cake.
Mhm. True.
And if she would have never stopped to put a price tag on what she was doing, they would have continued to expect her to bring cakes for free. So I want you to think about that. In her case, it's cakes. In your case, it's something. It's something that you're doing that if you don't stop and weigh the cost and put a price on it, they're gonna continue to think that you're gonna do that for free forever and ever. So thank you, Dee. Amazing commercial. Of course,
Thank
we're
you.
gonna talk about how you can reuse this presentation. But guys, if you want to learn how to go from baking for free to baking to the bank, go to bit.ly, bake to bank, and reach out to Dee to schedule a call. Thank you, Dee.